Raise your hand if you think Jungkook is an attractive person. Alright, raise your hand again if you think we should stalk him because of that. I hope you guys didn't raise your hand because I know I didn't. But unfortunately, at least 5 people did because in recent reporting, this is the 5th time that Jungkook's house has unfortunately been harassed by stalkers. And this most recent one happened about a day ago. Maybe, I don't know how the Korean time translates to time where I'm at right now. But a lady was recently arrested for throwing mail and hanging up pictures on Jungkook's railings and just being outside his house and stalking him. And this is really unfortunate. Apparently, this is the 3rd time that this specific woman has been there on his property, where he was there on the night of the 13th in December. That time she was caught trespassing, and on the 28th she was also there, and that time it was just for stalking. And this is really bad. All love goes out to Jungkook. I hope that he's okay. And I really hope that none of this stuff is affecting him personally. But this is clearly not an isolated incident because many fans have already tried to break into his home or trespass into his home. And I don't even know if it's even fair to call these people fans. They're more just like people, because to an extent, like, a fan is someone who cares about their celebrity, right? But if you're going to the point where you feel like you have to like put the celebrity in harm's way to reach out to them, I don't know if you can really call yourself a fan at that point. But it really sucks because these types of actions are seemingly becoming more and more common. I mean, just recently we had the Wicked press tour, and an attendee of the event went up and grabbed Ariana Grande and like decided to hug her, or forcibly hug her. And it was crazy because if you watch the video, he's like jumping up and down, pointing, like screaming. And it's like, dude, this isn't like a Black Ops Easter egg. Like, this is a real person. And thankfully, they were able to like separate the two. And I don't know what came out of it. Like, I don't know if she pressed charges on the fan. I'm assuming the fan probably got kicked out, but it was really bad. And then the time before that I can think to is the Billie Eilish incident, where she was seen like going around the front of her stage, high-fiving all the fans, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then one of the fans just grabbed her and like yanked her in. And thankfully another fan was there where they were able to like separate Billie Eilish from that fan who was grabbing her. But this is like, both of these times they're just forcibly grabbing these people, and it's like, this is really bad. Like, I don't understand how we're becoming like normalized to this thing, or why people are starting to think that this is more and more okay. I'm assuming that people are doing it just for like clicks and stuff, but there's no way that people are actually getting like views on these things, because I would assume that most people would say like, hey, this is really wrong, like you shouldn't be doing that. Like, you wouldn't do that to anybody off the regular street, so why are you treating these people differently? But I guess the biggest talking point is that this isn't necessarily new stuff. I mean, growing up, we had like the first like real big celebrities. I mean, Michael Jordan happened before my time, but the biggest celebrity that I knew when I was like in elementary, middle school, and high school was like Justin Bieber, right? Like, girls love that guy, and even some guys too. I mean, hey, "Baby's" a pretty good song. Yeah, I'll be singing it in the shower, singing it in the car, but that's besides the point. But with like Justin Bieber, like, I remember like a big thing with him was that like he got into, I think it was drugs, and I don't know, just a lot of like bad stuff in his like early ages, and it was probably because of how the fans were treating him and how he was like trying to cope with it. And it just really sucked to see, because I think a big proponent of like why these types of things are becoming normalized is because of the paparazzi. Like, they tried to go around and follow celebrities and treat them like unicorns that needed to be examined, instead of trying to treat them as people who just got a little bit lucky in life. And I don't really know what we can do like moving forward to try and like correct this behavior in people. Hopefully all these celebrities that are getting like stalked and harassed and grabbed, like, I hope that they're pressing charges, because it would set like a good precedent for like people who think about doing this in the future. Like, hey, this is bad, and like it could cost you some serious jail time. Because I mean, the only way you can get people to stop is if you show them that, hey, like, this could negatively impact their lives. Like, I wish people would just stop and think for a second and say, hey, this is probably not the best idea, not even just for like their own sake, but for other people's sake. Like, you're affecting somebody else's life too whenever you do this. But I hope that you guys can remember and spread the word that celebrities are people too, and they want privacy and safety just as much as any normal person does. Just because they got a little bit luckier doesn't mean that they get to be treated any differently, you know? That's mostly it for the Blab Sesh. I hope you guys have a great day, and thank you for watching.